What up? I completely lost count of what day we're on. I'll figure it out and I'll put it on the screen when I'm editing this video. Anyways, it's 75 shredded. We're trying to get shredded. I got chest striations starting to come out. I don't know if you guys can see them. The lighting's kind of shit, but they're there, I promise. My brain is all over the place. I'm moving 1,000 miles per hour right now. The plan for today is to go grocery shopping. I go grocery shopping once per month for the main stuff. For like the bulk stuff, I like to just get it over with, buy all the bulk stuff in one go. That's what we're doing today. I eat a super minimalistic diet and the bulk of my stuff is super cheap. I can eat for like under $200 per month. I'll show you guys how to do that. It's not that hard. But realistically, I probably spend around $300 to $400 per month on groceries if you calculate in all the random fruit I buy from Whole Foods, as well as like the steaks and stuff like that. But for the main stuff, it's super cheap. It's super minimal. I'll show you guys how you can do the same thing if you're on a budget, or just like what to buy if you're trying to eat like me. You could call it a budget diet, but I like to do it just because it's like super minimal. I like to just keep things so incredibly simple. I don't like to make it complicated and make a million different meals. I like to eat like one or two things for the entire time. And if I want something different on that day, I will go and buy whatever that random food is. I also have some business updates for you as far as like the wedding videography, but real quick, we got to go hit a pull day. We're going to go hit back and buys, and then we'll hit the grocery store. All right, I lied. I did not record pull day. I got to the gym at like 5 p.m. and it was so busy. I was like, no, we're not recording. So I just hit a quick pull day, quick little arm and back day, and I got out of there. We're at the store now. Ta-da! Aldi is where I do my bulk shopping. When I want like fruit and steak and just something other than the usual stuff, I go to Whole Foods. So I'll show you what I get at Aldi. It's like the foundation of my diet. The whole entire month is like under $200, I think. We'll see. All right, we're back from the grocery store and I sort of lied again. I told you guys that I can sort of like eat under $200 per month of groceries. That's a lie. I forgot. The groceries are not my only thing that I eat for the month. So I sort of have a cheat code when it comes to groceries. Since I work at that like cafe, it's actually like a cafe in a small like brunch restaurant. Because of that, we get bulk wholesale food. And whenever we put in orders, I can put in extra orders for myself. So I can buy like a ton of chicken, a ton of rice, and a ton of frozen fruit for like stupid cheap. I can get like a 30-pound box of wholesale frozen blueberries, organic, for like $40. And if you guys don't know, 30 pounds is like enough to last me almost 3 months. So if I were to buy that from the grocery store, that alone would probably be $150. So I sort of have an advantage. Also, I can get basically unlimited free rice as well as chicken, but this is still like a really good start. So this all right here was actually less than $180 because I also on my trip bought some other stuff. I got some fish oil as well as, I usually don't buy fruit. So if you subtract the fish oil, the fruit, and I got shampoo, it would probably be about $160 for all of this. So my foundation is oats. I love my oats with chia seeds and, as you can see, cinnamon and protein powder. Oats and protein powder is like my foundational meal outside of chicken and rice. If you guys don't know, let me put you on. Protein powder there. This 2-pound thing of protein powder is not terrible. Like, it's a pretty good protein powder. It's not the best. It has a little bit of sugar in it, but it's pretty damn good. It is $18 for this. If you were to buy a jug of protein powder the same size online from one of the name brands, it would be like what, $40, $50. So I was able to get all of these, 5 of them for like under $100, 5 of them. If I were, that would be like $200 worth of protein if it was a name brand. Also, Aldi protein has creatine in it. That means that if you use Aldi protein, you don't have to buy creatine on the side. That is another $50 per month right there saved. Aldi protein powder is a cheat code. I mix it with my oats every single morning. I eat that at least twice a day. I mix that with PB2. I was eating peanut butter, but I'm going to switch that out for PB2 to cut the calories. If I want to continue to lose weight, I need to make some changes because I'm not really losing. So one of those things I'm going to change is switching from peanut butter to PB2. Next up is sparkling water. Let me put you guys on a cutting hack. If you guys are cutting, sparkling water is the key. If you're ever hungry or craving, just drink like 6 of these and there you go. 0 calories and your cravings are gone. After that, I get some almond milk. I also have a cheat code with almond milk. I can have unlimited smoothies at my work as well. The more I think about it, I'm honestly saving quite a bit of money for my job. So I apologize for like psyching you guys out, but I get unlimited smoothies with like protein powder, unlimited chicken and rice, and basically like super dirt cheap unlimited frozen fruit. If I honestly didn't get any of that, I could still probably probably get all my groceries for under $300 per month. Like add chicken and rice in this for the month, plus a little bit more almond milk and some frozen fruit. Might be like $300 to $350. Still not terrible. This is pretty much it for the month. This is all I eat. I did get some fruit. Usually I don't get fruit at Aldi, but I was there and they had watermelons and mangoes, so I was like, fuck it, I'll just get some fruit. Oats and protein powder are like the foundation of my diet. Add some chia seeds, some PB2, and some like cinnamon in with the protein powder. Bro, it is phenomenal. Frozen blueberries on top, and it's like a dessert. The rest of my diet is basically sourced from my work, which is basically just chicken, rice, and smoothies. And then, of course, the sparkling water is an absolute must for if you're trying to get shredded. All right, I'm gonna set you right there. A couple things to talk about real quick before I end this video. The first thing I want to talk about is the videography business. So I wrapped up that first video and delivered it to the client. They got a bunch of videos, not just one. And they were head over heels about it. Like, I absolutely crushed it. They're super happy. So that's a good sign. Now I've taken that first video as well as my other past work in the video world, and I've started promoting. I started a Facebook page. I started promoting to my close inner circle, family, sharing and stuff like that. And the next step is to try to secure another gig. So I want to give some advice on like beginning to promote your work. So if you're starting a service-based business, whatever it might be, you have to begin promoting and putting yourself out there somewhere. And I mean social media. When it comes to picking a social media, I recommend starting with just one. And you should pick the one that, one, you're most comfortable with, and two, where your audience that you're trying to target most likely resides. So I chose Facebook for wedding videography because that's where a lot of my like close personal circle is hanging out. The people that are local to me, also my family, they can share my work on there to all those other close people. It's very local to me. So that's why I chose Facebook, is because that's where like my next gig most likely lies, is in that local personal circle. So if you look at my other two past service-based businesses, one was videography in the fitness world. My main platform was Instagram for that. I was friends with a bunch of influencers. I had a bunch of people following me on there. So like I would promote my work on there, and that's where I'd get all my work from. That's where my circle was. I chose Instagram because that's where my client base was like most active. And then finally, my other one was the fitness coaching, the diet nutrition coaching. I chose YouTube for that. So that one was a completely virtual, so I didn't really have to choose anywhere local. I could choose YouTube, which was kind of just blasting all over the world. And it did really, really well. I was able to promote my work and talk about it on here, as well as make content around the subject, and that's how I was able to secure clients. That's why I chose YouTube for that, and it worked. So again, choose where you think your clientele is going to hang out around. Obviously, I wouldn't want to choose like YouTube to promote my videography because it's local, right? I have to actually go there, and YouTube is blasting to God knows who. Like someone in Europe could be watching this right now. Also, I recommend only starting with one, just to like not stress yourself out. Focus on one and then spread to others. So let's say you have like a service-based business, but it's all digital, like it's not local at all. Choose like TikTok or something, because you can blast like to so many people all over the world and probably like get a lot more clients than if you were to blast to a small local personal circle. Basically, if you're looking at starting a service-based business, the first step is to just start putting your work out there on some sort of platform. You choose that platform depending on where your audience most likely resides. That is what I have been focusing on these past couple days. I've taken the work that I did from that first shoot, I made it into a bunch of different like promotional videos and stuff, and I started blasting it around out there. Another reason I chose Facebook is because Facebook, you can run meta ads and you can target based on region, location, and demographic. So once I get a little portfolio of weddings going on there, I can start to run ads and target strangers outside of my personal circle that are still local. So that's really cool. I think Facebook's my best bet. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is this Series 75 shredded. So the goal was to get shredded. Right now, my physique is pretty damn solid. I'd say I have like a above average physique right now. I'm sitting in a good place and I am still sort of comfortable, right? I'm in a really good spot right now, but I am not like paper thin skin shredded. I'm not truly shredded right now. I'm lean, I look good, right? If I want to push to that next level, I have to actually push it to the next level. And if you've never been shredded before, you know that to get truly shredded, you have to start making sacrifices and start feeling some type of way, and it sucks. So basically what I'm saying is if I want to push past where I'm currently at, I have to go into what I like to call the death zone. Why am I saying this? Because I don't really want to. To be honest, if you've never been shredded before, it Bucking sucks. It's not fun. Basically, the only good part about being truly shredded is the way you look. Other than that, it pretty much sucks. Constantly hungry and thinking about food. Like, you're thinking about food like literally nonstop. Like, you wake up and you're thinking about food. You're going throughout your day and you're thinking about food. You're trying to do something else and you're thinking about food. So like, as I'm working on these businesses, I'm going to be thinking about food. That's just how it works. You're craving nonstop, and also the way you feel. It is the death feeling. If you've ever been shredded before, you know what I'm talking about. Easy tasks, like easy normal things like get up and walk across the room to go use the restroom, are no longer easy. Things like that are like, oh my God, I have to stand up and walk across the room. That is what it feels like to be truly shredded. And now, not for everybody, but for I'd say 95% of the people, like being truly shredded is like that. And if you've ever been shredded, you know. I'm not at that point yet, but I'm at the point where I have to start going there. I have to start pushing into that level of basically depletion if I want to like push past where I'm at right now. So the point I'm trying to make is I don't want to. I'm conflicted. So I think I'm going to, because I want to for you guys, and if I can, you can too. I know I can, but it's like I really don't want to. It's not fun. I don't really have any desire to be that shredded anymore. Like I used to be in the past. I don't really want to be that shredded anymore. I kind of like started this series because I needed something to make content on, but now that I'm actually at that crossroads, I'm like, fuck. Like now I have other stuff to work on, like the 2 businesses that I'm starting. Do I really still want to do this and get like dummy shredded? And the truth is I don't. But I think I still am going to go for it just because I made a commitment to this channel, and yeah, I think I should just send it, maybe like one last time. I honestly think that if I do get to that stupid shredded point, I probably won't ever do it again. Like it might be my last time, just because it sucks that bad. It's unless you have like a purpose to do it, like if you're like really trying to do it to be a model or a bodybuilder or something like that, it's not something that you do for fun, right? And I'm at that point now where it's like, fuck man, I don't want to do this because it sucks that bad. I think I'm gonna follow through. I think I'm going to do it anyways. And a little tip, like I said with the PB2 powder earlier, is like as you're cutting down and starting to make more and more sacrifices to cut those calories, don't just take stuff out. The trick is to swap stuff out. So like instead of the peanut butter, I'm swapping it out for PB2. It tastes like a very, very similar mixed with the oats, gives it that peanut butter flavor, but it's hacking off some calories. What I used to do with rice bowls, so like as I would get leaner and leaner and I'd have to cut the calories more and more, instead of taking rice out of the bowls, I would replace it with like chopped lettuce. So you're eating the same volume of food, but it's less calories. That way you can kind of save yourself from like, you know, going absolutely insane eating 0 food. Swap stuff out, don't just remove stuff. Little cutting hack for you there. But yeah, I am starting to make those sacrifices. So basically my fat is starting to get super low. So like I cut out some peanut butter. PB2 has like no fat in it. And as my fat gets lower, if you don't know anything about macronutrients, fat is like kind of what makes you feel good. It does your like the hormones and all that stuff. Fat is responsible for that. So as that fat gets lower and lower, the hormones are going to start crashing. Oh boy, fun. Doesn't getting shredded sound so fun? Don't you want to do it? Crash your hormones. Also, another thing is these guys, I get them from Aldi. They're 5 calories per bottle. They're absolutely delicious. Things like that. Sparkling water, baby carrots, celery. You want to think anything that can fill up your stomach without adding calories. That's kind of what the shred game is all about, right? Just try to stay full and stay away from food that has calories in it. Yeah. Sucks, but that's the reality of it. So yeah, I'm just drinking these every day. I'm drinking like 4 sparkling waters a day. I'm eating baby carrots. And then I eat my meals around my workout and my bike rides. I eat my fruit after my bike rides. Yeah, in conclusion, I'm at that point where it's like I could either hang out here and be comfortable and look good, but I'm at that crossroads where if I want to get truly shredded, I got to start like pushing through and, you know, push past that barrier of just like beach body. I'm at that point, and that's the point where things are no longer like a fun little cut. Things are like, oh my God, death. That's all. I'm going to continue the series, keep you guys posted. Weight has been around 188. We're trying to get to like 180 to 185, somewhere in that range, and I should be pretty damn shredded. So we don't have too long to go. I think if I really locked things in for like 2 or 3 weeks, I could probably get there. But those 2 or 3 weeks are not going to be fun. I'll tell you that. So I guess we'll see. That's gonna be it for this video. I hope you guys are doing good. Remember, if I can, you can too. Go start a business, go get shredded, go get jacked, whatever the fuck you want to do, you can do it. If I can, you can too.